In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, here we have to deal today with our new program online using Tabarak website, Tabarak school website with you, teacher Mohamed Albadry, grade 9 mathematics teacher. And we have to say thank you for the chairman, Mr. Yunus Al-Rahbi, who allows to us to use the website of the school to explain our new lesson.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, how are you, my dear students? I am Mr. Mohamed Al-Badri, teaching grade 9 bilingual. Welcome to our private school, Tabarak. From our educational platform, we have to thank our chairman, Mr. Yunus Al-Rahbi, who gives us this wonderful opportunity to contact with our dear students. In this video, we are going to solve word problems in trigonometry, and it's about angles of elevation and depression. Here we have a man measures the angle of elevation between the ground and a building 800 feet away to be 30 degrees. How tall is the building? And angles of elevation here, the man is down and the building is up. So if he's standing here in front of the building, the angle is down and he is raised here, head to see the top of the building. So now here we have the angle here, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees, and here the angle of elevation, like what just we did it, it's up, not down. So the angle of elevation is 30 here. And how tall is the building? Now here we have the distance between the man and the building is 800 feet, the horizontal line. Now if you want to find the height of the building, we have to use sine rule, sine, cosine, or tan, so katoa. So we have to rename all of the sides of the right angle triangle. So if you want to find it, we are going to use sine because opposite over hypotenuse. No, it will not be the correct one. The cosine it will be adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan it will be opposite over adjacent. So now if you want to find it, we have to make a relationship between what we have and what do we want. We have the adjacent, we have an angle equals to 30 degrees, and we need to find the height, which is the opposite. So it will be a relationship between the opposite and adjacent. So it will be cosine. Yes, opposite here is the height of the building, and 800 feet is the adjacent, and the third side will be hypotenuse. So make the relationship between them, it will be OA. What is the relationship between O and A? It will be tan. So now here we are going to use tan theta opposite over adjacent. Tan 30 equals opposite, which is h, and adjacent, which is 800 feet, and making cross multiplication. So h equals 800 times tan 30 becomes, and now here we have it, h equals, by making cross multiplication, it will be 800 times 30, tan 30. So using your calculator to find it, we will have h equals 800 times square root of 3 feet over 3. Here for the first exercise, and for the second exercise here, And for the second example, calculate the angle of elevation measured from a point on the ground to a 50 feet tree that is 20 feet away from the tree. So before doing the solution, we have to imagine how could we solve it and how could we create the right angle triangle. Firstly, we have to draw the angle of elevation, and we put the 50 feet and the 20 feet. It's very important. So here we have a right angle triangle, and the tree, the height of it will be 50 feet, yes, and the distance between the man and the tree is 20 feet. And theta here is the angle of elevation. And now again we are going to make a relationship between what we have and what we want. We want to find the angle theta, and we have the opposite 50 and adjacent 20, so the relation is tan theta equals 50 over 20, opposite over adjacent. And by simplifying, we will have tan theta equals 5 over 2 or 2.5. And to find theta, we have to use the calculator, shift tan 2.5. Yes, 10 power minus 1, we can write it as shift tan on the calculator, bracket 2.5, close bracket. We will have the value of theta, or the value of the angle of elevation, equals 68.2 degrees. And now for the next example, a man on a 100 feet observation tower measures the angle of depression of a boat to be 10 degrees. How far is the boat from the tower? To find it, we have to know how could we draw it again. Imagine the boat, imagine the tower and the sea, and try to draw the right angle triangle. Here we have the tower, and the tower, if you are standing at the top of the tower, you are seeing the boat like an angle of depression. So now here's the sea and here is the boat, and you are going to see it from up to down. It will be depression angle like this. And after that, here we need to find the distance between the boat and the tower, and we have to construct the right angle triangle. So now here we have the 10 degrees, the angle of depression, and we have the height of the tower. Now we need to find the distance between the boat and the top of the tower. So now here we have, yes, this is the horizontal distance. How far is the boat from the tower? Now we can find it using 10. Why 10 here? We are going to use it because we need to find the horizontal distance. To find the horizontal distance here, we have to rename all of these sides according to the angle of depression. And we said it before, the angle in the right angle triangle lies between two sides. The adjacent, which is x, and the longest side, which is hypotenuse. So the third one becomes opposite side. So now here, if we want to find the horizontal distance, it will be adjacent, and we have the opposite, and we have an angle. So the relation between what we have and what we want will be O over A. So it will be 10. So now here tan equals 100 over x. Yes, and after that we are going to make cross multiplication to find the value of x. So x tan equals 100. Yes, and after that x equals 100 divided by tan 10, and now use your calculator to find it. Write it as it is in your calculator. It will be x equals 567.1 feet. And now I hope you understand for our applications of trigonometry angles of elevation and depression. And see you in the next lesson. Thank you for your listening, and goodbye.